Okay, I'm live and I'm excited to be here. Facebook, different platforms. So if you're just joining me, thanks so much for watching. I always like to come on here live, like I say in a lot of my lives, just to add value. Life is tough and we are looking for some kind of answers and clarity. And that's what I want to give you today. The title of my talk today is How to Finish 2020 Strong, and really what the fourth quarter of 2020 can look like for you. And I'm going to use a little bit of some metaphors and some analogies, etc. But if you're just joining us, thanks so much for watching. I'm so glad to be here with you guys. And I'll keep it brief and I'll keep it simple. But as I was thinking about what to talk about today, obviously right now we're in the beginning of October. And you have October, November, December, which is 90 days before Happy New Year going into 2021. Does that make sense? So again, thanks so much for watching live. I want to add value to you today. So I have to use a sports analogy that a lot of you can probably relate with, whether it's soccer or whether it's basketball. Now, I played college basketball, and it was a huge passion of mine in high school. My dream was always to play in the NBA and also to play Division I basketball, which I was able to accomplish that goal in playing college basketball. But obviously, when the fourth quarter starts, the first quarter, the second quarter, and the third quarter kind of doesn't matter. Does that make sense? Let me repeat that again. When you're in basketball and you're actually in the game, or maybe you're watching the game, what you did really first quarter, second quarter, and third quarter kind of doesn't matter anymore, even in the game of football, right? It's like what you do in the fourth quarter is what matters the most to win the game. And we've seen, about 3 or 4 years ago, 28-3, the Atlanta Falcons were up by 28 to 3 in the Super Bowl against the one and only Tom Brady of the New England Patriots. Okay, so I want to kind of take you back. I think Lady Gaga was the one that sang. It was it was the greatest Super Bowl I've ever witnessed. And of course, I'm a Patriots fan, but even if you're not a Patriots fan, remember that game about 3 years ago? It was halftime, 28-3. The New England Patriots were losing against the Atlanta Falcons. One of the players, I forget his name, but I heard the story, told somebody that, well, they have Tom Brady and we don't. So that right there is my point of this live, is when you do not believe that you will not have a successful fourth quarter or second half, you're already dead in the water. And the Atlanta Falcons went on to lose that game. And Tom Brady, the New England Patriots, won another Super Bowl. And 1% doubt and you're out. And I want to encourage you guys that whatever has happened to you in the first quarter and second quarter or third quarter of 2020, and for many of you, it's a tough year. But I encourage you that it doesn't have to be a tough year. In fact, for a phenomenal, have I had personal turmoil? Have I had challenges? Of course, we all do. In fact, I've had challenges today. But here's the key. The way that I react to the challenges has been different this year than any other year because I've been more proactive and not reactive. See, I have people that have worked on me. I do believe in energy healing and leadership and being able to lead yourself and understanding what anyone can be a great leader. So even when problems and challenges come my way, I'm always like, okay, there must be a reason for this. And how can I redefine this? And how can I win this battle? And how can I look at it differently as opposed to what maybe someone else might look at as like, oh my gosh, COVID and all this stuff, right? And I hate that word. I know you guys hate that word. And I know you hate masks and cover up. And I know we have to do that. And I understand it and I respect that. But we're tired of hearing about pandemic and presidential elections. But let me ask you a question. Does any of that really matter in really the long-term vision of your life? I mean, what happens in 2025? What happens, in 2028, 2030? Are you really going to go back and say, man, that was such a tough year? Or are you going to look back when it's 2025, 2030 and say, man, maybe if it was a horrible year for you, maybe you even lost a loved one. Maybe you're experiencing grief and loss. But the bottom line is, are you going to look back 5 years from now, 10 years from now and say, man, I really wasted that year because I was reactive and not proactive? Well, I have a solution for you. Even if you've been reactive this whole year, you can start being proactive now by simply choosing, and you have that choice to grow. That's it. So in life, you're either declining, and that comes with negativity, negative friends, negative family members, people that are constantly not only attacking you, but attacking you even indirectly with their negativity, and you're just taking it, absorbing it, absorbing it, absorbing it. but you have the opportunity. I don't care who you are. I don't care how short you are, how tall you are, how large you are, how skinny you are. I don't care what background you come from, ethnic background, race, religion, beliefs. At the end of the day, all that matters is our choices. And are we choosing to grow in life? Do we have a personal growth plan that's going to inspire not only us, but even other people, because we're taking the best of what we have? We're looking at this as the opportunity of a lifetime instead of the demise of ourselves or the demise of this country or the world. It is perspective. It's shifting the lens. It's changing the narrative. It's changing your story. It's starting to say, I'm going to step up and take full responsibility of my life, because I only get one of these, baby. This is my life, and I'm going to take full responsibility for it. And hey, we have a little bit of a pandemic going on. Okay, whatever. I'll wear a mask when I go to the gym. I'll put on a mask when I go into a restaurant, and then take it off when I'm eating, which sounds silly, but hey, at least I can go to a restaurant. At least I can go to the gym every day. I'm grateful. I'm blessed. I'm gonna do business virtually now, since we can't really meet in person. I'm gonna be creative in my entrepreneurial side. I'm gonna learn how to make more money, maybe as opposed to getting a 9 to 5 that they're no longer in existence, a lot of them, or I'm furloughed, or we're going under in the small business. I'm gonna make the best of it. I'm gonna focus on another talent. I'm gonna identify what is my true passion. I'm gonna go for it. See, 2020 has been a year like that for me, where yes, just like many of you, I had to readjust. I had to redefine, redirect. But at the end of the day, this has been the best year of my life, because I'm in alignment with my purpose in life, because I'm not only helping myself health-wise, financially, and everything, but I'm also helping a lot of people do that. And I'm not going to get into great detail because, you didn't get on this live to watch me talk about that. But at the end of the day, I have background in this. I have skin in the game, if you will, to know that, look, I personally could have been negative. I could say, oh my gosh, this year's toast, in April, instead of being, oh my gosh, this is it. I hired a coach. I listened to, his coaching on what April's going to look like, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, and the end of the year. I was already thinking fourth quarter in the second quarter. I was already thinking about the end of the game before halftime even came. And I think greats like Tom Brady and Michael Jordan always thought like that. They didn't think in terms of, let's see how it goes in the first quarter. They were thinking, what am I going to do at the end of this game? How are we going to win this game? How are we going to go on to the next competitor? And that's what I want to encourage you to think. How are you going to win 2020? I don't care about your loss. I mean, I care, of course, if you lost literally someone. I mean, horrible. We grieve with you. But I'm not here to count losses. I'm here to look at the win. What can I learn from this year? How can I win in my finances, in my health, and my relationships, and even maybe a new career? That's what I'm looking at the most right now. So with that said, again, I always offer this only because you always have the option. I don't come on here live to preach. I come on live to add value. If you want to talk to myself or some of the people that are really kind of a free coaching call, I'll post that as well. It's all free. And if you want to join our private Facebook group where we just inspire and encourage you to perform above average, it's all free. Okay. We really just, again, like I always say, we want to add value. We want to kind of be on that journey with you and kind of partner with you. Because look, if you're a good person, and I know there's a lot of cuckoos out there, there's a lot of weirdos, but if you really are a good person and you have good intentions and you really want to not only help yourself, but you really want to add value to others, then I want to talk to you. I want to reach out. I want to add value. I want to connect you to the right people, because we have that. And I'm telling you right now, we have the resources for you. We have the help that you're looking for, that really can help you get on your feet and really help you win the rest of the year. Okay, so with that said, just comment here below that you would like that link to our private Facebook group page, so I know that you want it, and I'll give it to you. And also, if you're just watching, kind of being a spectator, and maybe one day you'll comment, then that's fine too. But if you ever want to privately DM me, then that's totally fine too. I'm here for you. I'm here to help. It's been a phenomenal year. I know that for a fact. The rest of this year, I mean, at the end of this year, I'm going to turn 40. And I'm going to go away on a ski slope somewhere for about a week, and I'm going to ski somewhere amazing the last week of 2020, and I'm going to reflect in the first 40 years of my life. And I know beyond a shadow of a doubt that 2020 will be the greatest life. Not because of COVID, not because of politics. And you have an opportunity now. Do not wait. you have the same opportunity to say, hey, where am I going to be from December 20th to December 30th of this year? Am I going to be celebrating, or am I going to be counting my losses? The choice is up to you. So with that said, thanks so much. We'll see you next time.